big storm blow through, and my internet at home was so I decided to come on over here so that I could be able to do our live today. Sorry, moving my holder. Morning, Nancy. I want to talk a minute because I have to thank Holly and give her a little shout out, if you will. Geodes and Gemstones is located in Knox, Indiana. She has been collecting rocks pretty much her whole entire life and been doing geodes in that for over 20 years, she said. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning, Liz. Good morning, Kim. The store is located in Knox, and it's 300 Highway 35. So it's north of the city itself. So as you can see, some amazing things. I mean, holy cow, you guys. Anyways, I wanted to share some of that, but I also wanted to talk a minute about the promotions that are going on right now. Sorry guys, I have a purchasing special. I have so you get extra rewards on a $250 purchase or a party. I have a recruiting special where you get a whole entire bundle. So I don't want you guys to forget about that because that goes to the end of the month. And this is pretty much my last time on Saturday to talk to you guys about those things. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Kareen. So happy you guys could join me. Anyways, like I said, I wanted to give Holly and Dennis, her husband, a shout out. Amazing things. I can tell you they do have a Facebook page. And there are a lot of, she posted a whole bunch of pictures of some new stuff that they're doing. So, but I'm going to go around to the other side of the table. So good morning, Carolyn, so that we can get crafty because I'm super excited. We're going to be playing with the jar punch again today. So hold on. All right, guys, moving the camera. Okay, we're good. All right. Oh, so I had to pack up all of my goodies, and I had to be able to come. So you'll see all kinds of things that I normally have in my little toolbox. We're gonna be playing with straws today. Nothing like a little sneak peek about what we're going to be doing. And I did bring my reverse tweezers so that I could share what those are all about. Good morning, Paula. Now, I want to take a minute and I'm going to open up my book so that you guys can see. We did the Simply Citrus kit in that party. But so if anybody wants to see what that Simply Citrus kit's all about, let me know and I can post some pictures. But I want to talk about this kit, the Flowers for Every Season. It is what I call a super suite because it has, I know Kendra, that's why I made sure to bring them today. I call this a super suite because there's actually 2 stamp sets that coordinate with this entire suite of products. So there's a whole pack of designer series paper, and this is a 6x6 pack. You've got this stamp set plus the coordinating punch, and then you have this stamp set with the coordinating dies, and then there's also there's also these little ball jar domes. And there's ribbon, which I don't have the ribbon. There's actually a 3-pack of ribbon in this suite. And I have one that's similar to this one, to this gingham. I have the BumbleBee version of this, which I think is gonna be super cute. I know Becca's seeing those sunflowers. All right, so, and then there's also embossing folders. There's 2 different embossing folders. So the whole entire suite, which is 2 stamp sets plus their coordinating tool, the Designer Series paper, or DSP. There's also Memories and More pack, which you guys have seen because I've done those. And if you haven't seen those and you want to, let me know, because I'll take a picture and post those later too. The cards that coordinate with the Memories and More, the shaker domes, which I have here, the ribbon, and then there's gems, which I don't have either, sorry. But then there's also the Stampin' Blends, which are alcohol-based markers. You get all of this, all of these things, and you can buy all of them for this, with this one number, for $180.50. So that's, let's see, 8 markers, 3 ribbons, a whole bunch of rhinestone or gems, enough cards to make, I want to say 10 cards or more, 15 maybe. The shaker domes, which I believe there's 10 of those in there. There's a lot of goodies in this product suite. I don't have the paper yet, I'm sorry to say, but I do have both of these that I want to show you today. And I guess I need to move over. All right, I have both the stamp sets, and I'm going to show you those. So here is the jar of flowers and the coordinating punch. Now these are photopolymer stamps, just like this. Here's all your pieces. Very similar, Kendra, to the Simply Citrus. It's just take off and peel on, pretty much the same thing. And then you have, and I know Becca's super excited about this one too. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, Lynn. So happy you guys could join me today. Hey guys, feel free that if you know that there's somebody that needs to see some of this stuff, to go ahead and share the video. And then these are the other, this is our other, hey, Charmaine, how are you this morning, honey? This is our red rubber stamps with the cling back. Now, Kendra was asking me in my party that I'm doing that, how are they sticky? Kendra, this has an adhesive on it. The photopolymer does not. The photopolymer automatically just sticks to the clean block. This is a little tacky. So you be very careful and you try not to touch that part so that you don't have to worry about losing the sticky. And we actually put it back in its place so that it saves it from getting, because everything in my house has kitty fur on it, so keeps it from getting kitty fur on it. Hey, it doesn't matter if you're late, Sue, it's all good. The domes are pretty awesome, Liz. I'm super excited. All right, I'm not playing with this set today. I brought the stamp set though because I want to use the sentiments in here, because this stamp set has no sentiments. So, figured we might as well use the stuff from the suite. Thank you very much. Actually, everybody say thank you to Corrine because Corrine let me use this. This is actually her stuff. And that's what our team is all about. We love to support and help each other. So I am very, very grateful, Corrine. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna put that over there. I'm not in my normal workspace, you guys, so bear with me. And I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm sitting in a hole because I always have my my office chair in my craft room is always sitting all the way up because I like to sit tall. So I feel like I'm sitting in a hole. And I had to take coffee to go today. All right. Now, I also brought another stamp set, this lovely U stamp set, because I wasn't quite sure what we were going to decide to do for our sentiment. So I figured options are always good. Because too, I brought that little, the little small blossom punch. And you guys know how much I love using that in the little small blossom punch. Alrighty, how's everybody doing so far? Are we doing good? Good, good, good. I forgot to open the ribbon, girls, so I want to show you the BumbleBee gingham ribbon. Oh, so, so pretty. Look at how pretty that is. And here it is against the BumbleBee paper. So cute, right? Yeah, it's in, Holly has a classroom in her store, and she lets me use it every once in a while, so I'm pretty grateful. And it does echo in here. I did notice that the other day. All right, so here's the gingham ribbon, and we're gonna be using that. And so let's see, which one should we do first? Do we want to use the dome first? Or do we want to use the straws first? That's the question. That's the question. So the domes or the straws, and while I'm waiting for your answer, I'm gonna take another swig of coffee. And you guys, the clicking, that clicking is my lid on my coffee cup, so sorry about that. Liz says the dome. Kendra says the dome. Okay, well you girls want to just dive right in, don't ya? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna, oh, and I knew that was your answer, Becca. Totally knew that was your answer. I have cinnamon cider paper, and what we're going to do is, I also brought, oh, even Paula says dome. Wow, Paula. I brought us some sequins, and good morning, Karen. I also brought us some butterflies. Now these butterflies, oh, I know I brought the die cut because I wanted to be sure to show you what I'm using. Oh, darn it. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. So this is the butterfly dies. And you guys, there are more butterflies. If you love butterflies, this is the die cut set for you. Holy cow. So as you can see, I did a really quick job of cutting out my butterfly. Now this is a layering butterfly, but I use it a lot and I cut up the butterfly pieces, which is what I did here for this die. So it's basically that one, and I just rounded up the bottom by hand. And then, but what I love is all these, they give you several, and let me put this down for a minute. They give you, for these little butterflies, you guys, these are all included in the kit. So with these littles, you get 10 butterflies. So you have one sweep of the machine and you get 10 butterflies. It's awesome. And then for this size, which is the size that we're using today, there's 4. So you got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So you one sweep of the machine and you get 4 butterflies. And you can do all one color, you could do all different colors. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. Oh, Lynn wants the dome too, so well, it was a good choice then. Wow, I hope you guys don't leave me then when we do the second card. Goodness gracious. All right, so here we have, I have 10 butterflies in here, and they're in Magenta Madness and Misty Moonlight, which work perfectly. And I thought, how pretty would that be to put that butterfly on top of the dome? What do you guys think? So it would look like, I'll take the dome, and obviously the dome's gonna be punched through this, and it's gonna sit up here. Cute? I think it's super cute. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I love the color combination. And I brought cinnamon cider ribbon. Liz says it's cute. Thank you, Liz. And I brought all kinds of goodies. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Here's how this whole entire process starts. To do this, now, for those of you that haven't worked punches before, Kendra, I'm about to answer that for you. For those that haven't worked punches before, the punches come to you like this. This button here, if you squeeze and you push it down, it opens up your punch, just like that. So that's where you slip in your paper. So I'm gonna try and center this in this piece of paper, just like that. This is extra, so that'll eventually go in the bits and pieces container. And then the dome slips right inside of that punch. So here, I'll change the color so that you can see. See how cool that is? I love these. And here's the best part. This has adhesive on this part and this part. So all we have to do is put this, adhere this, flip it over, put our pieces in it, and then attach it to this, because our card base is what we're gonna put it on. Yes, super cute, right, Becca? I knew you were gonna love this. Now, I didn't want to do just sequins in the dome. I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't want to just do sequins. So, what I did is, that's why I punched out all of those little butterflies, because I thought those would be super cute inside this dome. I think this is my first time using this, you guys. It's been a long time since I've done these, so bear with me. Sometimes you forget. I'm using my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm picking that adhesive up on the dome part of the jar, just like this. But do we want to stamp a sentiment on here, or do we want to put a sentiment on the card base? See, this is what we need to discuss before we do this, Jennifer. Yes, I'm talking to myself. So here's where our card base would be. And you guys, I'm kind of thinking that we could do a simple sentiment down here on the card base. So you have to make sure that we think about this. Oh my gosh, Kim, they are fabulous. Kendra, it fits like a glove every single time. Every single time. All right, girls, so do we want to do thanks a bunch, let's celebrate you, or do we want to use any of these sentiments? Heartfelt, wildly grateful, just because, always. I'm almost positive, yeah, you guys can see that, even with the glare. So what sentiment do we want to use? That's what we need to figure out, because I don't want to take sequins out, because I don't want poor Holly to end up with sequins all over her floor. So which sentiment are we thinking? Let's celebrate you, Anne says. Hey, Anne, how are you? How did I miss you coming in, sneaky girl? I like the let's celebrate you, and I think that that's a good one. What do you guys think? Oh, Kim says just because. I am a just because girl. I do like that one too. Anybody else? So if you get the super suite of products, you would only have this. I think so too. Kim, I'm sorry, but I'm going with the let's celebrate you. I completely get your just because. I like just because then you can use it for a lot of different things. So do we want to do our sentiment down here? And then I'm going to take one of the jars that doesn't have the label pulled off and put the jar up here, and then we'll have, actually I'm thinking maybe, no, we're gonna play around a little bit with this, girls. Oh, I'm thinking that's the way it should be. What do you guys think? And I brought my trimmer. We could trim this down a little bit too. Yeah, I know, you spill them, you clean them up. Exactly, and I don't want to clean them up. Do not want to clean them up. I'm thinking that I need to trim this top a little bit, and we'll put the sentiment here with the butterfly here. Yeah, I agree, Liz. I like it on the top. All right, so we're going to trim up this, which is why I bring my trimmer everywhere. So, but here's the next question, girls. What color do we want our sentiment stamped in? That's going to be the big question. That's the next question. Actually, I didn't bring white, Kendra. Our choices are the Cinnamon Cider, the Magenta Madness, and the Misty Moonlight are the choices. And we'll do that there, and then we'll just do our sentiment right here. Oh yeah, that'll be cute. So let me show you what the choices are. Oh, that would be very cool, Paula, but I didn't bring that. Oh my gosh, that would be totally cool, Paula. So there's our choices. Now, heat embossing, Paula suggested heat embossing. And when I get home, I think I'm gonna try that because I think that's gonna be totally cool. Oh, Paula, that's a great idea. I only brought ink because it was easy to transport. Magenta Madness, Paula says Cinnamon Cider, Anne says Magenta Madness. I agree. I was thinking the same thing too but yeah. Actually, you know what? We have a scrap piece. Where's our scrap piece? Here's our scrap piece. We have a scrap piece. So here's a good way, if you're not sure and you're already all set up, as we are, and you want to test it out and see what will work best, pull your ink out, girls, and get yourself a scrap piece. And I'm going to show you, because I found my chamois, thanks to assistance of Paula. I was about to mail it to my sister. Goodness gracious. So here is the Cinnamon Cider on the Cinnamon Cider. So let's hold off on the votes. And then we have Magenta Madness here. Ooh, I like that too. That's pretty. And then, let me close these girls. I know I'm working a little slow today, sorry. And then, the Misty Moonlight. So there are the choices. See, because now we can make an educated decision. So what it'll be sitting up here with the butterfly and then all the other little things. So what do you think? What do you think we should do? Oh, Kendra, okay, see, it makes a difference checking it this way, doesn't it, Kendra? This is why we do this. Oh, Anne still likes the Magenta Madness. There we go. Sue, you see? Sue, we were totally on the same page. I think, you guys, I think that I'm gonna go against the grain here, girls. And I think to pull in the blue in the butterflies and then the blue that's in the shakers, I think we're gonna do the Misty Moonlight. Sorry. But I think I can tell you, I definitely will try the gold embossing when I get home. Definitely. All right, so we're gonna stamp right about here. Just like that. All right, so now we're ready. Now we're ready. And it's crooked. Oh well. It is what it is. Using my take your pick tool. And I'm gonna poke out some of these. And I forgot my brush. I was gonna bring the brush so I could show you guys the brush. Again. Darn it. All right. So again, same. It is pretty too, and I'm sorry, honey. I know we all have our favorites, right? We're gonna do 3 of the Misty Moonlights, I think. Poke these out. I know this is the boring part, girls. And I didn't have time this morning to do this. So, anybody have plans today? I gotta tell you, that storm rolled in, man, and it was scary last night. Holy criminy. I know Paula was on her way home from girls' night last night. In that storm. Thank goodness Holly was driving. Oh, why, Paula? Paula, you would have wanted to be here for the live in person? You're funny. Oh, Kendra, refilling coffee. Now's the perfect time, Kendra. I promise I'll wait till you get back. All right. Yeah, I'm glad you weren't driving too, because I would have freaked out. I would have went looking for you, Paula. I totally would have went looking for you. So see, that's why Holly and I talk to each other so that you can get picked up. So then no worries. You know what, Sue? It's hotter than heck here too. All right, so we've got 3 of each. And we're gonna take our sticky dome and we are going to, and it would be super cool to emboss this, you guys, but I didn't think that far ahead. And I mean pressure emboss with the embossing folders. All right, so here's our dome. Our dome is on. Super sticky. Oh, Kendra, hurry, hurry. Oh my gosh, Becca, I so miss socializing in person too. Oh, Becca, you know, I was thinking the other day because I was looking at my calendar. I think we need to plan our crafty night in Illinois. So we got to check with Erica and all of them and see when they're going to be ready to do that. So I would be super duper excited about that. Oh, girls' night was awesome. Oh my goodness. It was, there was only 4 of us. I didn't want to go too crazy with people because I only have so much room in the studio. So, good morning, Roberta. So happy you could join us, honey. All right, Kendra, where are you, girl? How long does it take to get coffee? I don't want you to miss anything. Oh. Kendra, are you interested in girls' night in like Crystal Lake-ish area? Would you be interested in that? A crafty night? That would be awesome. All right, guys, so I know that there's some coral things in here, and I really don't want those, so I'm gonna take my putty end of my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm literally going to pick out the colors that I want in here for sequins, and pick out the ones that I don't want. Because yes, I'm gonna be that picky. There's 2 blues, there's another pink. Now, could you just dump them in here? You totally could do that. You know what? Anne could join us too. That would be great. The more the merrier. That's what I always say. All right, and I know this is tedious work. If you want to be specific, the work is tedious, but I promise you it's going to be worth it when we're done. I'm also using the pointed end of the Take Your Pick tool because I can pick up a couple at a time, or just one. So it's either way, whichever you feel more comfortable. No, none of those coral ones in there, or terracotta. Actually, those are terracotta tile ones. And Becca and Anne and Kendra, you guys, oh my goodness. Wait till you see the card we're gonna do tomorrow. Ooh. Super excited. So super excited. All right. We gotta get some more blue ones in here. There we go. Sometimes you have to shimmy them around a little bit. Like I said, tedious work, but I promise it'll so be worth it. All right. Might have been easier to dump a little and then just pull the ones we don't want out. But of course I didn't think of that until just now. All right. I think it's not going to be super duper full, but I think it's going to be full enough. Paula, and Sue, what do you guys think? Full enough? No, not really. You know what, Anne? I have no idea. I'm not familiar with diamond painting, so private message me about that and we can chat. You can educate me on that craft and I can educate you on this tool. After the live, of course. All right. Get some more of those in there. Get some more of these in there. All right. What do we think? That could be enough? No, that still isn't going to be enough. All right. All right. Flipping this tool around because there's a spatula end too. Nails help. All right, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna put the lid on because if not, I will swipe it, bump it, and it'll go everywhere. Yeah, I usually don't put in enough either. So you guys have me second guessing myself. Can't go wrong with a couple of extras, right? And then you make a mess. All right. All right. All right, all right. I need to stop. We need to stop. And oh my goodness, oh, that's the wrong lid, that would be why. All right, there we go. So here we're moving on to the next part. Gonna flip this around back to the poker part because I wanna get this other side of the sticky off. And my nails are a little too thick to do that. And here is, oops, jumpers. Anybody else? All right, here's gonna be the tricky part. You're gonna want to kind of figure out where, and actually I think we're gonna do this upside down so that we can figure out where we need this here. Because I don't wanna mess up the dome part. So you guys see how I'm doing this? I'm doing it under the sentiment and putting it about where I want it to be. And then, because I don't want the sequins to spill out. All right, ooh, we did pretty good. How about that? And look at, there's our little shaker with our butterflies and our sequins and everything. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's super cute. And then, I'm gonna make a little bow. You know what, Becca? Yeah, well, and I'm sorry, I know it takes a while, but I do get picky. I guess maybe it's the kind of OCD in me. I want everything to go because there's colors in there that don't go. So I'm sorry. I know I took a little bit too long probably. We're gonna bring our ribbon scissors and we're gonna cut off. That one was kind of looking a little mangy. So we're gonna trim that edge. And I'm thinking we're gonna put that over here. And then we'll put, oh, I don't know that it needs a bow, but it needs something. Oh, now see, Should have tucked it in underneath, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Actually, I think I like it just like that. No, you have to just be patient. Kim says that she'd have a mess and it would be crooked, and no, just take your time and take a deep breath. That's what I always say. Take your time and take a deep breath. Obviously, ladies, this is not, and gentlemen, this is not a card that you are going to mail. Nope, nope. And then, what about, we'll put a little butterfly here, and I knew there was a reason that I cut out extra ones, and a butterfly there. Oh my goodness. Super cute. Here is a time that you will want your liquid glue, because those butterflies are a little bit too small for a glue dot. Well, you know what, Kendra? There is nothing wrong with designing a card to be crooked. But guess what? If you designed it to be crooked, it would be straight. Just so you know. All right, ladies, here is, do one more thing. There we go. And one. Two, three. There we go. All right, now I think we're done. Oh, Kendra, it's fun, isn't it? And Paula will tell you that I'm really good at making you want stuff. Right, Paula? All right, so here's the card, but look at you guys. Look at how deep that is. Okay? And when it sits up, all the little stuff goes to the bottom of the jar. How cute is that? And I think that ended up to be just perfect. Oh, Becca's loving it. All right, so I have bad news. I went and looked last night, and the domes are on back order. And I'm super sad about it too, but I knew Becca wanted to see them, so I wanted to show them to you. So you have to be patient. So please be patient, and they will come. All right. So there's card number 1. And we're going to do card number 2. And I'm super excited about this one. We're going to work with Crumb Cake and the BumbleBee. And you guys, I showed you that I brought straws. And what else did I bring? The flower punch. And what else? I'm missing a piece. No, I'm happy to share, but I always like to tell you when something's not available, because I know it's a bummer. You want to go and buy it, but it's just not quite. Yeah, totally patience. I know you want to get it, and it's coming back. It's just going to take a minute. Oh, goodness gracious. You guys, I'm missing a piece. All right, it's got to be here. Hang on. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. I found it. All right, so this is not the flowers for every season. However, you could use one of the Flowers for Every Season papers that have the yellow. I didn't have it. So I'm using the In-Color Family Designer Series paper, which is also a 6x6 pack. And it actually comes like this in a package with all sorts of different, there's 4 different designs. You got the polka dots, which have like a rough look on the back, and then you have the wood grain, which has words on the back. And you guys, there's words, and it's in all kinds of different languages. It's actually kind of cool. And then I have Vellum. Now we've used Vellum before, and I've colored Vellum before. Becca, do you know what I colored Vellum with? Have you seen that video? We're gonna punch out one of those in Vellum. Yes, every day is a day of learning patience, Kim. I'm sorry, but it is. And sometimes it stinks. I'm just saying. There we go. Oops. My jar lid jumped off. And I will explain why I did that. Oh, Becca, do you know? Do you know? Do you know? There's our little jar lid. Okay, so Becca, we used the Stampin' Blends, which is the alcohol markers, to color these so that you could have different colors. And I didn't bring my sample sheet, but it is where? It is, I think it's up, I think it's on the page here. If not, I'll post it. All right, so I made a lid, and there's 2 reasons that I did this. Not only because it just looks super cool, but because you know what, Anne? I do not have the dog and cat set yet. I do not. And I know that that's been, and I actually don't even have any team, I don't think, that has that. So I cut this out of Vellum, and Vellum is not as strong as cardstock, okay? Vellum is pretty soft. Plus Vellum is see-through. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to stiffen this up because I wanted to wrap our ribbon around the Vellum like this and use my reverse tweezers so that I can show Kendra what to do with the reverse tweezers. So what I'm going to do is I'm wrapping our little jar with the ribbon, and oh, I don't have enough because I want to do a small bow. And I know it's going to be hard to see what I'm doing. Maybe if I move this paper a little bit, that'll help. Well, you know what? The little fly on the wall can just go home. All right. All right, so here is the ribbon in our first knot. Reverse tweezers, when you pinch them, open. But when they're not pinched, they're closed. So you take the reverse tweezers and you hold your knot just like that. So now your hand's free. So you have a way to tie your bow because you can use 2 hands because you don't have to hold the knot. It has been a game changer for us, total game changer. All right. And we're gonna adjust our bow here. And then once you get it tight enough, Oh, and you know what? There is so much different stuff in this catalog this time. We are super duper excited because we have such a variety of offerings. And it is pretty fabulous. Kendra, did you see what the reverse tweezers are for? There we go. Bringing in our ribbon scissors again. Yeah. Okay. There's our little ball jar cup, if you will. She keeps calling Dennis, and I think she's calling me because she calls him Den, as in Dennis, and she calls me Jen. So I keep thinking that she's talking to me. Super funny. Oh, all right, so now, yes, game changer, right, Kendra? Total game changer. Okay, so here is how our little card is gonna work. And here's the other thing. Using vellum, you can see your adhesive when you tack it down, so that's the other reason why I wanted this. Told you there was 2 reasons. So stiffen it up so that we could use the ribbon, and so that I can put mini dimensionals in here, because we're going to put an actual straw in the cup. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? So now again, we need to figure out what sentiment we're going to use. I like the let's cheer you up. I even do the just because would be great too. I like the yellow. The BumbleBee paper is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna pull my dimensionals while we're trying to decide which sentiment. Or are you guys just gonna let me pick? And that yellow paper is also part of this product suite. I know a lot of, from the this and that last night, I know a lot of people like that. The for every season suite. All right, so I'm doubling up my dimensionals. This is also another card that's not going to be mailed. I'm doubling up the dimensionals so that, so that I can get that cup secure. I think I might have to triple them. Let's see what happens when I cut the straw, because we're only going to use half of a straw. And these are paper straws. Okay, there we go. And actually, you guys, I think that we could probably flatten this just a smidgen. And here's the other thing. Not that I want it to look dirty, but I'm thinking that maybe we need to darken up that yellow a little bit. See how bright that is compared to that? I'm thinking that if we, because this is paper, if we sweep this with sponge, just like that, it might dull that yellow a little bit and look, ooh, yeah, definitely. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. See the difference? Wow. So that we can still see the yellow polka dots, but it kind of goes with the paper a little bit better. What do you guys think? Oh, look at you, Kendra. Liking the vellum over the dome. Wow. What I like, Kendra, is I love that these jars can be any color. So I will share that. I will make sure that that picture is posted in here. All right. I see the thumbs up. Thank you, ladies. All right, so let's assemble. And I'm thinking, I like the Let's Celebrate You, but I think it's too big for this one, guys. And that sunflower set
has only big sentiments, so I think that we're going to use this lovely U, and I actually think that smile down there would be perfect. What do you guys think? So we'll do the cup with that smile, just like that. That'll be the card itself. What do you guys think? Good? Yes. Adorable? Okay, got it. Get my block, and I'm gonna do the stamping, the ink. I'm gonna use the BumbleBee, so keeping in with that yellow theme. And there we go. All right, so here's the next question. Flower or no flower? That's the next question. Simple little sentiment on the front. We're gonna start some assembly here while I'm, thank you. I love this punch, you guys. I've been waiting so long for this punch. Oh my goodness. We had die cuts, which are nice, but the punch is just so much more fun. So you can punch out so many. And I know that we've used it before for those that are not new with me from this weekend. We've used the jar punch before for a couple of other projects. I'm gonna tell you girls, you guys are gonna probably get sick of it because I love it. And that little butterfly dome, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna have to put that in. I'm gonna have to put that in my box of sunshine for my nieces because they will just love it. Goodness, love it. All right, so we're gonna put this down here. Should we sponge the edges of this one? Just a little bit? Or should we just leave it? And I mean sponge it so that it kind of dirties up just a little bit like this did. Oh, definitely Kendra says flowers. All right. Yes, on the sponging. Okay. We're just gonna sponge just a little bit. I like to do the sponging because it helps add some color. I didn't mean the flowers, I didn't mean these flowers. Kendra, sorry. I meant the little flower punch. So I'm super, super sorry. All right, oops, I'm gonna clean this off. I think it's time for a new sponge. That one has been very well loved. So there's our sentiment. To get our glue, or to get this to stay in place, we're gonna put a little bit of glue there. And we're gonna let that sit for a minute while I'm doing the punching of this flower. And here's what we could, oh, I just had an idea. Because we have extra vellum left. Yes, yes, yes. And of course I didn't bring my, oh darn it. That's all right, we'll do something different. All right, so we're letting this sit for just a minute to make sure that that stays in place. And we're gonna kind of squish this a little. Flatten it a little. I don't mean squish it, I mean flatten it just a little. I don't wanna, you guys, I did a double stack of dimensionals on this. Yes, I like the 3D effect as well, Kendra. It's super cute. Oh, splotches would be fun too, Paula. I agree. All right, so here is, oh shoot, wrong angle. Here is our cup. Oh, all right. Here's what we're gonna do. I did the straw on too much of an angle. Should have been straighter. Where's my... Let's see if this will fit before it dries too much. There we go. Now we can do it. There is... There we go. Oh, there we go. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we do a yellow with some vellum pieces too. Because what we're gonna do is, what do I have with me that is soft enough? Darn it. I want to kind of crumple up these little flowers, although we'll just curl the leaves. So I'm taking my bone folder and I'm gonna manipulate the vellum to curl. Just like that. So that, look at it, went from this to this. And we're gonna do the same thing with this other one. Just like that. Now ooh, no, I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Yay. I didn't bring any embellishments other than those rhinestones, or the sequins. And yes, you could use glue dots. I don't know why I'm not using glue dots. Here's our stacked flower. And then we're gonna pull in one of these sequins. I'm gonna try to pick one that's super light. There are some that are like, there we go, that's the one I want right there. And we'll put that as our flower center. Oh goodness, there we go, there. Just like that, oops. There we go. Done. Oh my goodness, too much cuteness today. Too much cuteness today. Anybody have any questions about what they saw today? Please feel free to let me know. Like I said, if you've learned something today, then please help others learn things by sharing. And yeah, I like it there. I hope that you enjoyed yourself today. I'm so glad that you were able to join me. Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you again on Tuesday for our Tuesday edition of Coffee and Cards. Have a great weekend. For those that are in the party, thank you. I look forward to seeing you guys. And have a great day getting crafty. Bye, guys.